The Four Noble Laws, Truths. These four noble laws are known to Buddhism as the Four Noble Truths. They are the foundation for all Buddhist traditions. Yet in my eyes, in the eyes of many who seek to discover these laws are universal. The Buddha was probably the greatest psychologist on earth. He probably knew more the nature of the mind than anyone else. Since then, thousands of beings have taken this sacred knowledge and applied it to their daily lives. The Buddha declared that there was a way out of these crazy patterns that we create in our daily life. There is a way to overcome all the obstacles of the mind and to be in a place that is timeless, endless, beyond space and time, a state called enlightenment. I'm not a Buddhist. I don't belong to any Buddhist organizations, but I truly believe that these four noble laws are truths. The more I meditate, the more my understanding grows, and I realize that suffering gets more refined the deeper I go. It's like that analogy of peeling the various levels of the onion. The first layers are easy, but as you go deeper and deeper, you realize that suffering exists at a very deep level in our mind. The mind is like a grain of sand in an oyster. It constantly has some sort of irritation. The goal is to turn the grain of sand into a pearl. This is what Buddha discovered. He discovered a practical path to overcoming all suffering. This path is not morbid. Many people think that this path is the path of suffering. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It is a path of love, happiness, mercy, compassion, forgiveness, patience, and tolerance. It's a way to discover your true nature. We are all Buddhas. We just don't realize it. The goal is to realize who you truly are while you are alive. This will make the world a better place, not only for you, but for all around you. 1. First law, the nature of suffering. The first law states that human nature is not perfect, nor the world around us is not perfect. So consequently, during our lifetime, we will suffer. We will endure physical suffering such as pain, sickness, injury, fear, frustration, depression, and disappointment. Everything in life outside of us is impermanent, so we can never attain true happiness fixated in the world. We try to hold on to happiness, yet it slips away. Law number 2. Origin of suffering is attachment. Because our mind thinks that happiness exists in the world, we become attached to the world at large. We strive for happiness in things that aren't perfect in nature. Because we think that happiness exists in the world, our mind is conditioned to always look outward and never within. So over time, our mind becomes conditioned and we forget our true nature. By doing so, we forget who we are, and therefore, suffering takes place. Law number 3. The cessation of suffering is attainable. For thousands of years, the ancient ones have proclaimed that there is a way to end suffering. They have taught that by discovering who you truly are is the way. You are already enlightened, you just don't know it. Law number 4. The path leading to the cessation of suffering. The way to discover your true nature is the path one takes by right view, right intention, right speech, right action path, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This path has been followed by all the great masters and teachers around the world. All these laws work in complete harmony with one another. The more a person is in tune with these laws and applies them in their daily life, the more their understanding and wisdom will grow. These laws are universal. They are beyond religion and dogma. By applying these laws, you'll begin to enrich your life. No matter what your religion is, the foundation is the same. All religion is based upon proving your nature and to help and assist you to become a better person and to openly and ultimately help you to understand your true nature. It is priceless. Every one of us is custom built. We are also unique, yet our essence is the same. In my eyes, the modern day scientists and the mystics of old are helping us to discover our true nature. There is a path leading to the cessation of suffering. This is what the Buddha taught and all the great masters have taught. The puzzle exists inside of you. This is where the journey starts. It's the most incredible journey you will ever take. It's the journey of discovering your true nature. It's the most exciting thing you can do because your essence is the journey. You are endless, boundless, beyond time and space. You are the sacred laws. This is your true nature. You, at your deepest levels, are kind and full of love. You, at your deepest levels, are full of patience and compassion. This is your true nature. This path will help you to become a more precious human being. It will bring out the best in you. Yes, it requires work, but in my eyes, it's play. How incredible it is to daily learn how to bring out the best side of ourselves in all circumstances. It's like a game. At first, it's real hard just to play, but as time goes on, the game gets easier, but also more challenging. I'm sure many of you have played video games and see that each level, the game becomes more difficult and challenging, but that's what makes it fun. The game of life is probably the most challenging game you will ever play. At times, we don't even know the rules or how to play the game. We just get thrown into life without any kind of proper preparation. The great teachers of old have taught these precious laws to help you in this game of life. It's incredible. Everyone knows the theory of gravity. An apple will fall off the tree. Yet the inner laws we weren't taught. By knowing these laws and applying these laws, over time, our life becomes incredible. We see the potential of this life and see how our life is turning out. Life becomes more exciting and we understand and grow in wisdom. We learn to become co-creators and not reactive beings like leaves blown in the wind. This life becomes sacred. This path is not saying to drop life, but to embrace it. You don't have to become a monk or drop out of society. In fact, the more you walk on this path, every moment will help you to bring these divine qualities into your everyday life. This is what it's all about. To change the world, you must change yourself. Practical actions. Read some books on the Four Noble Truths. See book lists. Meditate daily. Daily pull out your negative weeds. Cultivate these divine laws more and more into your daily life. Realize that many others have walked upon this path and left advice and guidance along the way. Read the great books of life. They are all talking about the same thing. Learn how to be a co-creator in life instead of a reactive being. This one cause of human suffering. Learn how to tame your mind. Educate yourself. Read books or attend seminars or retreat. You don't have to be like the Buddha who left his kingdom. You don't have to be like the Christ. You can still live your own life. Yet all life is asking you to look within and see your true nature. You are indeed good. law of balance. For each one of us, we need to take a look at the law of balance. Are we balanced in our life? Are there areas in our life where we are out of balance? Do we sleep too much or too little? Do you party too much or never socialize at all? Are you a workaholic? Do you eat too much or do you hardly ever eat? Everything in life must be a balance. If you get too much sleep, are you embodying the word? If you sleep too little, are you healthy in the long run? We need to be aware of how balanced we are in life. One who is in balance inside is one who is in harmony with life. Do you constantly give and never receive? Or do you receive and don't give? Both of these should be in balance. You spend time with your family and make time for yourself. Are you always working overtime and don't have time for others? Are you always complaining and telling others the misfortune of others? Being in balance takes constant effort, yet this effort brings us to our true essence. We must learn how to balance all areas of our life. Do you exercise every day and neglect your spiritual life? Do you spend time on your spiritual life but neglect your physical body? Do you spend most of your life living to work instead of working to live? There's a huge difference. Do you drink one or two drinks and call it quits? Or do you drink and wake up with a hangover? Do you spend time with your family or do you avoid them? Accordingly to the law of life, everything must be in balance. Every one of us has a unique balance. My life is entirely different than yours and requires a different state of mind in your body, and your life is different from mine. But each one of us has an inner thermometer where we can see where we need to achieve balance in our life. Once again, it's by being aware. Awareness is the key. The majority of the time, we live our lives on autopilot. We go through the motions in life and don't really pay attention to where we're going. If you want to fly to certain destinations such as San Francisco, you would board a plane going there. You would not board a plane flying to Rome. In the same way, we need to stop flying around in circles and look at where we truly want to go in life. This is where being in balance helps us. By being in balance, we can see and feel the various adjustments that we need to take in our life. Is life like a rubber band that if you stretch it too far, it will snap? Some people's lives are totally out of control. Some people's lives are totally in control, yet it's a life of boredom. Some people are risk takers while others aren't. Some people love adventure while some love the couch. Some people are always serious and some never laugh. Some people laugh and are never serious. Some people obey the laws. Some people never obey the laws. Some people's truth is fiction. Some people's fiction is truth. Some people are honest while some aren't. How do we tune the guitar of life? If we are high-strung, we will break. Yet if we can't stretch, we are like a limb, lifeless. Life can't be a constant party, or we will burn out. Life can't be constant sleep, or we will miss out. Life can only be filled with work, nor can life be filled only with play. We can't always escape from life, nor can we always be 100% focused on it. We need the middle way. The law of health. This human body that you have is truly the crown of creation. You are more precious than any building dedicated to God, for God resides in your temple. This is how incredible you are. Even if you don't believe in God, then the power of the universe exists inside of you. You are custom built and built in the image of your Creator. So, with this state of awareness, realize the law of health is something that you need to apply daily in your life. You are the most incredible diamond and must take care of it. Please don't throw the diamond on the ground. Life is precious. Realize that by attaining better health, it will improve the quality of your life. When your body is healthy and your mind is healthy, you will be healthy. Scientists know that there's such a deep connection between your body and mind. By applying the law of health and becoming in tune with it, your day-to-day life will change. You will truly be alive. You will be energetic. You will be able to exercise. You will be happy with yourself and the way that you feel. Others will notice and that's what you did. The law of health starts by looking at where you are right now. Are you overweight? Are you constantly tired? Are you angry at life? Are you a couch potato? Do you just love junk food? Is it difficult to wake up and face a brand new day? Each one of us is responsible for our own health and happiness. Each one of us can take small steps along the way. I'm not saying large steps. I'm saying take baby steps, day by day, month by year by year, and your health will improve. Start where you are and congratulate yourself where you are because you put yourself in the condition. It really doesn't matter where you are. Now take a look and see what small steps can you take. There are some people who are so overweight they can't even walk around the block. Yet by taking baby steps like walking to the mailbox, they can slowly start building their endurance. Then after time, they can walk around the block. After that, they can slowly increase it. They start to feel good about themselves. Wow, I feel more energy. Then the next day, they can think, maybe I should be looking at what I eat. I do eat so much junk food. So they start to change their diet. After a period of time, their body starts to crave real, wholesome food. They begin to lose weight and develop a sense of pride inside of themselves. Over time, they truly begin to transform. This is applying the law of health in action. All of us, no matter who we are, can apply this law to a deeper level. A professional athlete may say, well, I've achieved this state. Well, there's always more and more. Are you prone to injury? Do you work out breathing? Do you work out breathing through your mouth when you exercise? There are breathing techniques that you can learn that will take you to a deeper level, and by breathing correctly, your body will experience fewer traumas than by breathing through your mouth. Is your body stretched and relaxed? Is your mind at peace? Can you sleep soundly? When you are at a bat, can you stop and mind and the world around and see only the ball coming at you? The law is about fine-tuning ourselves to health. It's about learning how to train the body and the mind. It's about how to create harmony and optimal health inside of us. It's by learning how to take care of the diamond within. It truly is amazing that we are the richest nation on the planet, but our health is going down the drain year by year. The cost of healthcare is totally out the door. Look at all the ads on TV. Use this drug. It'll help you stop the symptom of this. Yet, it can cause death if taken. Look at all the side effects each drug has. I haven't seen one commercial that doesn't have a side effect. And our doctors say this is good for us. We must learn to become healthy on our own and take preventative care. We must learn to become healthy on our own and take responsibility in our own hands. I'm not saying don't go to a doctor. I'm saying take preventative care. Learn how to daily improve your life. Stop eating junk food. Exercise, meditate, and pray. Have gratitude that you are alive. Change your thinking patterns. Develop a healthy mind. Pay attention to your body and what it needs. Go to the library and check out the books so you can read to improve your health. Take a yoga class or Tai Chi, walk. You can and must care for yourself. How many of us wish that when we had to go to the hospital that only we could go back to the past and start over and implement the changes that would be necessary to take it to prevent us from being in the hospital? We can be vibrant to a ripe old age. Look at the Real Age website and take their series of tests. It will recommend to you what you need to lower your age. You're maybe 55 years old, but if you follow these natural laws, your body will be of a 40-year-old. Science has proven that you can reverse aging. Scientists sees that within the next 20 years, we'll be able to increase that age that we die to around 150. And that's possible then at 55. You're still a youngster. So take this message at heart. Maybe you're tired of life and say, I don't have the energy to change. Just take a little tiny baby steps every day. Your body has a great intelligence to it. By following these laws, you will improve. I'm just saying, take care of you. Harmonize your body and mind. Be happy. The Taoists have a meditation technique where they focus on the various parts of the body and send happiness to each part of their being. Cancer, disease can't survive when the body is happy. More stories have been told how certain cancer victims have overcome their cancer by laughing and being happy. Truly, there may be something to it that laughter is the best medicine. So pay attention to your health and state of mind. Be positive. Remember, all disease is when the mind and body is not at ease, when the mind and body is not in harmony. You can improve your health little by little. Remember, it's the daily steps that we take that reaches your goal. God wants you to be healthy and happy. For the sake of you and for the sake of others around, start on a day-to-day process of taking care of yourself. You deserve it. The last 6 months, our family has been going to the Y to work out. Every one of us has seen the tremendous results in our body and mind. Each of us needs to do strength training, flexibility, stretching, yoga, and some sort of aerobic exercise. All three are important. They are like 3 legs on a chair. If you remove one leg, the chair won't be able to stand up. You will be amazed at the difference. Be sure to start slow. This is not a race. If you do too much, your body and mind will rebel and you will give up. Make this practice a part of your life. Our family has seen incredible results and we are fine-tuning our practice. Perform strength training 3 days a week so your muscles can relax between sessions. Every day, perform some aerobic exercise and stretch. I feel that breathing through my mouth the entire time, my body doesn't get sore. When I feel that I have to breathe through my mouth, I make less effort and hold back a little. Your breath is an indication how much effort you should use. If you're not smiling inside, and if you are panting and puffing, you're putting too much effort out, and your body will feel the effects later. Have you ever seen a runner smiling when they are running? Most runners look like they're in agony when running. When I was a runner in high school, I learned to run through my nose. I found out I can have more energy and endurance when I breathe through my nose. I practice this breathing currently when I'm at the Y or walking. It helps me to truly enjoy the exercise and prevent me from overtraining. Each and every day, the body can truly love to exercise. Unfortunately, most of us have been trained wrong and have been given bad advice. We have learned that through pain you gain. Nothing can be further from the truth. Pain is the indicator that something is wrong. We have never been taught to listen to our own body signals. Our body is the most incredible computer and will give signals to us. And unfortunately, at times, we aren't aware. Practical actions. Pay attention to the food that you eat. Read books on health and nutrition. Learn to slow down and meditate. Do only one thing at a time. Meditate daily. Exercise daily. Drink plenty of water. Pull out your negative weeds. Remember that all thoughts either bring you up or down. A thought will lead you to a habit, either a good one or a bad one. Let go of anything that causes you harm in any way. Pray and contemplate daily. Everyone is looking for the diamond. We look near and far. We think if only I had that, I would be happy. Yet, are we looking in the right place? People put their most valuable treasures in a safe. Hopefully, they remember the right combination. Without the right combination, the safe is there. Your treasure is there. We can't open it. There's a diamond hidden in a safe inside. Without this combination, you will never know that it's there. This diamond is the key to life. Unfortunately, man does not know where it is hidden. We search everywhere, but within ourselves. We search everything but within ourselves. Only you know the right combination. Only you can find the diamond within. The Ox Parable. The following parable is a classic Zen parable using a series of traditional pictures called In Search of the Missing Ox. I gathered this material from the book A Guide to Zen by Kazushi Koshida. It is a wonderful book about the stages of enlightenment and the practice of Zen. This parable is the story through pictures the various stages of enlightenment. The Buddha has put signposts up on the way describing the various steps of each step of enlightenment. They are incredible benchmarks that we can use for our own spiritual development. It doesn't matter if you're a Buddhist or not. These are universal benchmarks. Starting for the search for the ox. The ox represent in Buddhist literature our true state of existence. Our existence is, was, and will always be. We are these natural laws that we're talking about. This is our true nature. The process for starting the search for the ox begins at different stages of our life. We are all different and unique. Each of us looks at the world through different eyes. There is a time in our life when we start asking some basic questions about life. What is the purpose of life? Why am I here? What is true happiness? Does it even exist? What happens to me when I die? These are basic questions that we start to ask on the beginning of our journey. Before then, we were just living life. Our awareness was solely focused externally. Every one of the great masters started at the same place you did. So at this point, you'll begin to question and start to learn how to meditate and enter into the silence. Finding the footprints. As one starts to meditate and spends time contemplating, you'll begin to have some experience of the quieting of the mind. You'll begin to have your first experience of entering into the silence. You're learning how to meditate and train your body to relax and enjoy the ride. You have gained enough confidence that you are on the right path. You will see the footprints of the ox. You haven't seen the ox yet, but the footprints are in front of you, and you are following the path. Catching a glimpse of the ox. In this stage, one begins to have a glimpse of the ox. One only sees the tail and footprints, yet it truly is an amazing experience. After meditating for some time, we begin to have spontaneous experiences out of nowhere. It's like the nervous system is allowing small transformations to occur. We can't have total enlightenment at once because our nervous systems cannot handle it. The body and mind has to readjust itself for this transformation to occur. Without getting into too much detail, the nervous system will blow a circuit if this experience happened all at once. So in the beginning, these small changes occur. Imagine the experience is like our body is a car that has not been used in a long time. This car was meant to get out of the garage and onto the road. At this point in time, in finding the footsteps, we start dusting off the car and start to clean the cobwebs of the car. Catching a glimpse of this ox is like starting the engine, and for just 1 second, the car starts. Have you ever had that happen when you haven't driven your car for a long time? When you first try to start the car, nothing happens. The ignition just won't turn on. After a while, just for 1 second, as you turn on the ignition key, the car starts for just 1 second. Yet that 1 second experience is all you need. You have experienced just for 1 second that your car can start. This is the same experience of one who is at this stage. You begin to have experiences when you know your car has started, even just for 1 second. This gives you an inspiration to continue your practice. Catching the ox. Well, you finally learn how to start the car and back out the driveway. You're still definitely a beginning driver. Your experience has brought you to where you can catch the ox, but you can't hold on. It's like the beginning phase of driving your car. You have a tendency to weave all over the road. You don't have total control over your car. You experience happiness and joy in your meditation. Yet in the midst of that, there are periods of clouds covering inside of you. There is a shift in awareness, but you are learning how to control your mind and your emotions. Your meditation and contemplating is like cleaning your house and the dust starts flying everywhere. Eventually, the dust settles and you're at ease. Consequently, your mind is throwing up dust inside and you are agitated. And yet when the mind and that dust settles down, you'll enter into your true nature. At this stage, you know you want to control your emotions, but you have a hard time doing so. Taming the ox. After a tremendous amount of house cleaning and throwing away a lot of junk, you begin to tame the ox. You can easily enter into silence. There is still afflictions that you are working on, but you have arrived where the wild animal of the mind has been tamed somewhat. Sure, you still have your problems to deal with, but you know you can enter into the silence. You begin to learn ways to fine-tune yourself. You began to put into practice these hidden laws. Riding the ox home. The ox is now tamed. It will go wherever you go. You don't even need to hold on to its reins. I'm most not definitely on this step. I've been meditating for many years, but I still have afflictions. I've yet not truly conquered my mind. I'm day by day progressing to this step. I'm so excited to be alive. By being in tune with these sacred laws, I'm fine-tuning myself. I see that the goal can be reached. Ox lost, you remain. In this state, enlightenment is forgotten. Any feelings or incredible states of mind are a burden. It's like watching a movie and not getting involved mentally or emotionally. It is said that in this state, they can hold on even for a second. Delay sets in. To be honest, I can sense that experience. I can taste it, yet that is not my present day state of awareness. Yet by tasting it, I know that one can have that experience. No oughts, no you. In this stage, you and the oughts have disappeared. What remains is only the sun. There are no cloud coverings your vision. In essence, you no longer exist. This stage will be described more in detail later when we talk about the 4 conditions of mind. This stage is called both inner and outer concerns are absent. This once again is from the book, A Guide to Zen. Returning to the source. This is a state where you are the sun, the moon, and the stars, and you are walking around in a human body. You are life itself. You are beyond time and space. Your existence is eternal. No words can truly describe that state. In town with helping hands. The wise man returns to the town and showers gifts that he has received along the way. He brings truth and inspiration along the way. He is indeed one who truly helps humankind to discover their true nature. The law of free will. Everyone knows that we have free will. Our religions talk about it. But how can free will truly help us to understand who we truly are? Most of us put our attention on the external world. Our will is focused externally. We have completely forgotten and abandoned our inner home. In my eyes, we can utilize this inner law of free will to enhance our life at all levels. We can use our free will to totally change our life for the better. Everyone in the world uses their free will. But has this path really brought us happiness? And what are we looking for? A truly wise person will use his or her free will to understand him herself to the deepest level. This person will want to change and transform their own essence in the world at large. Why not use your free will and learn about these sacred laws and apply them into your life? What do you have to give up? Your pain and your suffering? How would you like to wake up every morning and feel grateful to be alive? It all comes down to your will. What do you choose in your life? Do you want to continue walking down the same path over and over again like a broken record? Has your free will been up, I will do what I want to do without any thought and awareness of others? To be honest, free will in the world has been nothing short of disaster. How many wars have been started? How much injustice has taken place? All in the name of free will. A truly wise person is one who harmonizes free will to the true harmony that exists within. This being is in harmony with all the natural laws of the universe. How incredible to be that compared to our own existence of where we have lived for thousands of years. We truly have been brainwashed to think that if we only ruled the world, we would be happy being the king of it. Yet take a look at most political leaders. Are they truly happy? A person is truly happy is one who has conquered their mind. Only in that state of awareness is one truly content. This is where free will comes in. The Creator says you have free will. I'm not going to dictate to you about your life. Also, I will provide you still with help and tools if you want to find out who you truly are. So by using free will, we start to look at ways to discover who we truly are. We use our free will to enhance every moment and aspect of our life. Every moment is sacred. Nothing is taken for granted. We only use the power of free will to uplift ourselves and others instead of holding others by a chain. We can learn that is one thread tying us all together. There really is no separation. By using our free will, we can change ourselves for the better. So free will can be a two-edged sword. We can use it to truly reach for the stars or live in this world as we currently are, not really living, but in a survival mode. Free will is truly a divine gift. The Creator is saying, I'm not going to judge you. Live your life, grow and understand. Learn from your mistakes. Everything in life is a learning experience. No matter what you have done, your essence is good. Forgive yourself and others. This life is an incredible journey. Then there are those who have learned something that truly is incredible, and they want me to share it with you. This is a brand new way of living that is built on trust. There is a foundation that exists inside of your being that is incredible. It doesn't matter what you have done or how many times you have failed. You are good. The water may be muddy, but just wait and let the mud go down to the bottom. Over a few minutes, the water will soon be clear. Have you seen the lotus flower? A lotus flower is famous for having its root in the smoky water, but the flower rises over the water. It truly is a sight to behold. I remember once taking a train in India and seeing a huge lake with thousands of lotus flowers. We are like the lotus flowers. We can learn over time to transform ourselves and grow. We can plant the seeds within and every day utilize those laws and watch ourselves turn into a lotus flower. This is our true nature. This is who we truly are. We have simply forgotten. So it doesn't matter what religion you belong to or your beliefs. You can utilize these sacred laws to bring you into a greater understanding of your life. You will see that the essence and the essence of the universe are one and the same. How incredible that would be. So truly, it is by your will alone that you set your world in motion. Understand that you control your life. No one outside of you is responsible for what happens in your life. Take back your reins and use your will to make your life an incredible adventure. You can see and listen with a new set of eyes and ears. This life is an incredible adventure. No matter what your age, life is fun. Life is joy. Life is divine. Don't get into a rut. Use your will for the highest in your life. I'm not saying that you can't go out and party. I'm saying that a party of your life is constantly going on and you are missing out. The most outrageous party of life is going on and we are asleep and we think this is a party. There is something so incredible inside of you that one glimpses would bring you to tears for life. You are good and you are divine. You are life itself. How incredible is that? How incredible is it that you are hardwired from the Creator and only by your will can you turn on the switch? Nobody else can do it for you. Remember that you have free will. So this is a little of my understanding about free will. No matter what we have done from it, no matter what we have done, learn from it. Everything in life is a learning experience. Get over it. Use your will to learn more about these sacred laws and apply them. Over time, you will see an incredible change. I remember when I first started, When I was young, I would get frustrated. I wanted instant results. But over time, I saw that every day I was going a little deeper into the ocean. Every day, it's just like starting over. Every day is a brand new experience. This is life. It's incredible. So I hope you can understand more the law of free will and how you can apply it to benefit your life. Practical actions. Remember, it's by will alone you set your mind in motion. You should be in charge of your mind, not your mind being in charge of you. Meditate daily and learn how to control your mind. Lifetime practice. With free will, you can either live in heaven on earth or live in hell. It's your choice. Use your free will so you can contribute your piece of the puzzle to this world. The world needs you. Educate yourself. Read. Go to seminars. As a man of 40, does our child still exist? Have we forgotten the innocent and childlike nature of this life? Have we become so bored and preoccupied that we have lost the beauty of life? In the midst of our business negotiations, have we ever stopped and said, wow, I'm alive? We go on this petty life with so much detail. We place so much importance on getting the deal done. We have lost all morals, cheat and lie our way to the top. Money is God for the people. How would our forefathers react if they saw how we lived? They would probably cry and pray. We have such hopes in our youth. The dreams will never die, but we will. We promised our generation we would never be like our parents. But look at ourselves in the mirror. Have we become clear? We are stuck in our ways and have forgotten our dreams. Let's wake up. We can make the change. Change can come from our generation. Pay your bills and also know why we are alive. We have already slept in. Now's the time to wake up and change our lives. When I was young, I was told that God is everywhere. He existed beyond the stars, the galaxy, and the sun. One day I asked my minister, can I see God before I die? He answered in a somber voice that you have to die, and then you can see him. Late that night, I pondered into the night. My mind was restful, and I couldn't get the conversation out of my mind. So God is everywhere, beyond time and space. If God is, was, and will always be, then there's no vacuum where he doesn't exist. Therefore, he exists inside of me. From that point of view, I knew I could solve this question. The key was in my heart, waiting for me to open a door. I have come millions of miles for a small step. In the face of eternity, doesn't matter. We are all God's children. Let's help one another. The law of kindness. As the Dalai Lama once said, kindness is my religion. These 4 words can truly transform your life and the life on the planet. Indeed, the world will truly be heaven on earth. This is our true state. We have simply forgotten it. Along in the course of our daily living, we have forgotten how to treat one another. We have lost touch with the innocence inside. As we get older, we hold on to our beliefs and try to impose our beliefs on other people. We don't truly listen to other people, and we try to show people that we are right and you are wrong. We say we should put ourselves in another person's shoes, yet we don't do it. Kindness is the way to God. Even if you don't believe in God, kindness will make your life so much richer, and your life will be a showcase to others. True kindness exists when a person enters into silence, meditation, and then brings that state of silence into your everyday life. Over time, you become kinder. You truly have nothing to prove but smile. This is our true state. We become aware that there is a thread of love tying us all together. Being kind to you, I'm being kind to myself. These are sacred laws that we have forgotten. Our society is so involved in doing and accomplishing and proving others right or wrong that we have forgotten these core values. Our mind is so focused upon what is going on in the world and the world around us that clouds have covered our perception. We truly are dictated by external events. This is why we need silence daily in our lives. We need to remove the clouds inside. The sun is always shining inside, but do we have eyes to see? I firmly believe that most political problems or religious problems could be solved by kindness. Most of us are set in our ways, and through kindness we can develop a sense of unity and the expression of unity in all life. We can see that the person on the other side of the table is just like you and me. She wants to be happy and desire happiness for their family, state, and nation. By being aware of this allows our mind to become more open and loving. The lack of kindness is a disease. We can see how this affects our relationships among our family, friends, business, and all communication. If we aren't kind, we are out of sync with nature, and we are out of harmony. We can conquer the world, yet without kindness, the world will still be in dire straits. Our entire business model is built upon killing our competitors, and the way we handle our day-to-day relationships with employees have to be rebuilt. The foundation is built on sand, and it will fall down someday. In my eyes, kindness is the way to truly help one another. It is the state of being. Our world needs to change its priorities toward a more social, conscious way of living. Kindness can go a long way to bringing this world into a greater arena for peace. It's a wonder we don't learn this in school. How many times as parents we yell at our kids. We never learn how truly to handle situations in this world. We grow older, yet we are stunted to our own personal growth when it comes to true communication and how to tap into the source of life. These are practical things that we need in our daily life to improve our quality of existence. Because we have lost touch with our true nature, we become mean, angry, condescended, and a myriad of negative emotions. We have not been taught how to transform these emotions into something that is healthy for us. This is the key to a healthy life. By being kind to you, we can pick up ourselves when we fall down and start walking again. We can learn how to improve and not make the same mistakes again. By being kind to ourselves and seeing how difficult it is for us to change, we can be more kind to others. Kindness is a bridge we can use to see another's point of view. Imagine a river with two sides. You are on one side and the opposition is on the other bank of the river. Kindness is a bridge where both of you can walk and meet each other halfway on the bridge. You can walk over to the other person's side and see their point of view. If we could do this in our daily life, we could truly help this world to become a better place. Kindness is a way to drop all of our defenses and put down our shields. We've been taught to always be on the defensive. With kindness, there's nothing to defend. In reality, the whole universe is unified, but we don't have the eyes to see. We're trying to defend our own world, and if the kids act up, we will get mad. The sense of defending and attacking has been going on for thousands of years. It's time for it to stop. Kindness is a way to diffuse this ticking time bomb. Whatever we don't agree on something, how that is beyond our control, we will grow up. So by being kind, day by day, we can start to change our perspective on life. We can slowly change the colors of our glasses. Have you seen that commercial where if you walk outside, the lenses slowly go from light to dark? That's the human condition. We are born with clear sight, yet the older we get, our vision becomes more cloudy. Kindness will help you to see more clearly, not only inside, but outside in your daily life. By being kind to your body, you will be healthier. You will see that this human body truly is a miracle, and you will pay greater attention to it. Our lives are so fast-paced that we truly aren't kind to our bodies. No wonder our society has so much medical problems. We are living against the laws of nature and aren't aware of it. How many of us simply drink our life away? By being kind to our bodies, it will help us to discover ways to bring us back into harmony. By doing this, we'll have even a greater sense of kindness and compassion. It's an endless cycle. Kindness is eternal. It will help in all areas of our life. The Buddhists spend their entire life practicing kindness. They see kindness as the foundation for all life. They have been studying and practicing developing kindness for over 3,000 years. It's not only been within the last 30 years that Western scientists have looked at ways to enhance our emotional condition. We have studied disease instead of ways to improve our health. All religions talk about being kind. We go to church on Sunday, and yet do we truly take home the message and help in our daily lives? For many people, I say yes, they do take the message to heart. As we said before, kindness does not belong to any religion. It belongs to all of life. It is the foundation of all true communication. Kindness is true courage in action. It's so easy to blow up. Anyone can do that. But to be kind in adversity, it takes tremendous strength and character. This is what we need to cultivate in our daily life. We are truly divine farmers. It's amazing that we can't take anything from this world except for our character. Everything else we leave behind. But a person who day by day cultivates these divine laws takes this with her when she dies. This is what we truly should concentrate upon. Not only can we have rich and rewarding levels of life on a practical level, but on a deeper level, we become a better human being. We enhance the qualities of our life. So kindness is a way to enrich our lives in all the different avenues. It will help to bring down old barriers that we have put up. By knocking down these barriers, your life will become lighter in all ways. You will have a smile that really comes from a place deep within. You won't take life so seriously and try to defend your point of view. Life will be easygoing. Of course, obstacles will come in the way. That's how we grow. But we won't see them as the size of a mountain when it's a golfer hole. We can start living in a more heavenly existence. We don't have anything to prove. This is how the wise ones from the past lived. Kindness was their life. It was the most precious diamond. They cherished their connection with others. They gave freely in their lives. So I hope that you can see that kindness is truly something that is the greatest example of human character. You can rule the world or own the world, but without kindness, you have gained nothing. Practical actions. Remember, anyone can be mean. A true wise man is kind. Meditate daily and embrace the kindness that exists within. Practice kindness in your thoughts, words, and actions. You will make your world around you a better place. Be kind to your body and mind. Take care of it. You are a precious diamond. Likewise, be kind to your wife, husband, children, and friends. They are indeed special. They are your gifts in this life. Cherish your family and friends. Knowledge, kindness, is my religion. The Dalai Lama. The law of intuition. As a Western society, we have lost touch of our inner intuition. We place so much on external knowledge, and our lives are based externally. We have forgotten our true nature. Intuition is our sixth sense. It is part of our human nature. We can sense when something is about ready to go wrong. Have you listened to your body and it tells you to go to bed an hour earlier than usual? The body is telling you, I need more rest. Something is going on and I have to deal with it. The body will send a signal to you, except most of the time we don't tune in. Intuition is built into our very existence. A gut reaction is built in. How many times have you met someone and you had a gut reaction of be careful with this person? He may be up to something that can cause harm to you. In our day-to-day business affairs, intuition will come handy in seeing if the truth is spoken or not. The body has intelligence. Most people are afraid of ESP, but ESP is intuition. We can't perceive events that haven't happened yet. Deja vu is another form of intuition. Have you had a hunch about something? Maybe in some situation you had a hunch, if I did this, this would happen. And if I did this, this will happen. Intuition allows us to be aware of our cellular memory. Medical intuitionists have the capability to tap into a person and tell them what is going on in their body. You have the same capability, yet you turned it off. By paying attention to your body, and over time, your intuition will grow. By cutting off our intuition, we make careless mistakes in our life. We need to balance our intellect on our intuition to properly make decisions. We need both to foster true communication between each other. Intuition allows us to feel the person's point of view along with the verbal speech. Our communication is stunted without it. Fortunately, intuition is built in. Just like everything in life, the more you pay attention to something, the clearer it becomes. A clairvoyant is someone who has an incredible sense of intuition. They have developed it to a point where they can see things we can't. Intuition is a feeling, allows us to have discernment, which is highly needed in our time. So how do we develop intuition? For one, stop and relax. We are constantly doing things without really focusing within. Learn how to relax and meditate. Listen to your body. Meditation over time will allow you to develop your sixth sense. Pay attention to your stomach. Your stomach will give you proper signals like a gut reaction or a feeling. Trust these feelings. Over time, you will trust your intuition more than your conscious thought. We have relied on our external perceptions of life for so long, we have forgotten the internal. We need discernment in our life. Many people think that intuition is a waste of time because they don't know any better. Is your sight a waste of time? Is your hearing a waste of time? Intuition is a sixth sense that we have. Our world would be in a better place if we used it more. Our politicians need to develop intuition so they may come to common agreements with each other. We need discernment in our daily lives. Intuition is a doorway to the divine. How long will it take for you to understand? By looking out there and never looking within. Do you expect to find God? God is hidden in your heart. He is under your own pillow. A wise man will ponder and understand this riddle.
I once had a grand teacher who said, meditation is perfect concentration upon a perfect point. How elegantly said. Imagine the mind is like a tuning fork. Whatever it touches, it vibrates at that frequency. Have you ever felt that material happiness is finite? Imagine the car you've always dreamed of, a yellow Ferrari. In the beginning, it brings you so much joy. You take all your friends around the block for a spin. Day and night, you are satisfied. One day, you notice that a little dissatisfaction has entered your door. Day by day, your yellow Ferrari becomes a hassle. How many times to the shop? I need an oil change. My brakes need changing. The transmission just went out. Everything material wears out. Material happiness will soon lead to pain. Does this mean we can't enjoy the comforts of life? Do we have to live a life of a hermit? How can we live in this world and live in absolute joy? Meditation brings an individual to the center of the hurricane. The winds of change are blowing, yet perfect calm resides inside. This is your true state. Absolute joy, total bliss. Your mind is vibrating with the word of life. In our search for life, we make it so complicated. We work our life away thinking that money will buy happiness. Empty trinkets of life. We are so busy that we neglect our very own children, and yet, when we realize the fact, time has slipped away. Empty trinkets of life. We own a nice house and an outrageous car, but does harmony or chaos exist? We have time for pondering one day a week. We put our $5 for an offering, but do we ever think? If Christ would come back, we would do the same act as before? Years later, we hoped in the next go-around we would learn from our mistakes. Are we so caught up on our daily routine that we miss out in the miracle of this life? Has the secret been shown to us and we've thrown the diamond on the ground? We say to ourselves a real diamond would never be given like that. In the end, we come and we go. But do we truly know the beauty of this life? Life is precious. Know why you are alive.